Hey guys, this video is specifically for people making over $60,000 a year that are still living in apartments and they've been thinking about buying a house, but they're not quite sure about the number side of it. And also, they like the convenience of living year to year in their current leases. Now, this is a horrible mindset. I'm going to tell you why in this video. This video could potentially be the reason why you retire early versus working for the rest of your life. Don't believe me? All right, stick around and see. Hey guys, my name is Sean Ray, and I've been doing real estate and apartment locating for over 10 years. And in that time, I've helped a lot of people go from owning a home to then getting into apartment and getting into apartment, and then getting into a home. And the thing that I've realized is that if you can do the following technique I'm about to go over, then you can make yourself so much extra money if you're just willing to be a little bit inconvenienced. And it's not that much, and it's obviously earlier the better kind of situation. If you have a family and kids, this kind of is difficult to do. But if you're really serious about hypercharging your financial freedom, then this is still a great option for you. But if you're younger, if you're watching this right now, you're just out of college, you got yourself a really nice career, or you're just in your mid 20s to early 30s, this is something that I still recommend doing highly, and it's going to really supercharge your life. So, what is it? A lot of people know about house hacking, but I really want to try to go into what it is like to go from apartment rental to a house hacker for just a short period of time and what the expenses are for that. So say for instance, here in Dallas, I live in Dallas. And if someone's making 60, 70K a year, they're normally going to be in a one bedroom for $1,500 to over $2,500 a month for a one bedroom. I know it's crazy, but before I bought this house right here, I'm currently paying $4,000 a month for this house, but my lease was up at my one bedroom apartment and they were going for to a renewal for $3,200 a month. That's crazy, I know. But instead of paying another $3,200 a month for the next year, I decided, you know what, I'm in a serious relationship now, let's get a house, and I'm going to do my own version of house hacking. So say for instance, I bought this big old house. It's like a 5 bedroom house. And then when you go through a 4 or 5 bedroom house, then you don't really increase the amount of that you're spending on the house that much. So say for instance, from a 3 bedroom house being $350,000 to a 5 bedroom house being maybe $400,000, that's not a it's not an equal amount of increments between each room. So the more rooms you get, then not necessarily more you pay, but you also have the ability to put in another renter. So say for instance, you're watching this and you're 25 years old right now and you're right out of college. You just moved to Dallas or Houston or Austin, or wherever you're watching this, and you just go on Craigslist or Facebook, or you know friends that have friends in the area, and you make sure you do your good background checks. You make sure these people that you're going to be moving with aren't crazy people. And then once they move in, your mortgage might be for a $350,000 house. Your mortgage might be $2,500 to $3,000, whatever it is, based on the interest rate at the current time that you're watching this video. Now, for you, you might be needing to go into a one bedroom apartment and you get nothing out of it. I don't care about all the Grant Cardones out there. They're always saying you should buy where you lease and rent where you live. Like, no, that's not true. And it's maybe when you get rich later on down the line, there can be something to said for that. But for your financial future right now, starting off, you need to own. And then the best thing to do is if you can erase that ownership. You can't really erase your rent. If you're paying that $1,500, $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month, you can't get rid of that. But if you own a house, you live in one room, and then say for instance you have a 4 bedroom house, you lease the other 3 rooms out. Now, those other 3 rooms in a house is $350,000 to $400,000. They might go for $1,000 a room. So say for instance you rent 3 of the rooms out, that's $3,000 right there. And then they're also pitching in on electricities, utilities, water, gas, internet, also like that. So all your bills are paid. Not only are you living in a house, but all your bills are paid, and you get to live with your buddies, if you know them, if they're friends of yours, or if you found them right through friends, they might become your buddies. That's great. You get to live in a really cool social environment and you live for free. Now, most people's highest expense each month is their living expense. It's typically 30% of their overall income. If you spend any more, which a lot of people do, you spend any more than 30% of your overall income, then you're technically overspending on your housing each month. In this scenario, you're spending zero of your overall income. So what happens with that extra 30% you should be spending? Let's say, for instance, I know you're not potentially making this. Maybe you are if you're watching this video, but let's say, for instance, you're making $10,000 take home a month. Now, technically, you're supposed to be spending $3,000 of that per month on your housing. Now, you don't have to do that anymore. Not only are you not spending on your housing, but you're paying down your debt and your house is appreciating. Right now, in our current market, the house isn't appreciating that much, but over the course of 5 or 10 years, you'll see a big boom in your house value worth. And you can sell it one day, refinance. We'll talk about that in another video. But you have an extra $3,000 that you're not spending each month. What do I recommend you do with that? Well, the $3,000 can go towards property updates if you want, saving it for long-term rainy days. Or what I think you should do is, especially in a down market we're going into right now, start investing in stocks. Now, if you start investing in a down market, if you have not really been investing yet, but you start investing $3,000 a month in some kind of S&P 500, some kind of index fund, or a stock that you really believe that long term is going to do really well. I'm a Tesla guy. I know, kill me if you want to. So sue me. I really enjoy the idea of the further outlook of Tesla. But if you believe in a company that in 10 years is going to do really well and it might be hurt during this bad economic time, then $3,000 a month is going to be life changing if you consistently do that over the course of the next 5 years. Every single month for the next 5 years, you could be living in an apartment. I know people that are in their 40s that still live in apartments and they're paying $3,000 to $4,000 a month for apartments. Imagine if they started when you're watching this video right now in your early mid 20s, early 30s, if they could have done that every single year for that entire time, like how much money would they have sitting on if they're doing the average, it's about 8% return in the S&P 500 or the index funds. On top of that, they're not spending that each month. It would be incredible. They would have so much extra money to do whatever they wanted to invest in their early retirement and potentially have options to leave their job that they're currently having to slave over just because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to have this lifestyle that is not beneficial to them in the long term. No one cares how much money you have, and no one cares what kind of place you stay in. People care about how you treat them and about how you show up. So stop trying to chase this crazy dream of living in the high rise, of having a floor to ceiling windows and paying $3,000 a month for a 700 square foot apartment when you could be living in your own personal home. And then maybe one day, whenever things are a little different and you might find someone and you want to settle down and you don't want to have these roommates, totally fine. They bring their income in, you bring your income in, and then the home at that point, hopefully the interest rates are better than they are currently. You can refinance, you can cash out refinance, you can take some money, pay yourself, and then your monthly mortgage is going to be lower, and then they could pay half and you could pay half, and then you have your beautiful setup for a long-term, potentially investing cycle with that partner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can keep talking for like an hour, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I'm going to be talking about how I personally live in this home and in this home in the next video, and how I do it without roommates. I use Airbnb. I hope you guys look forward to that video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer all the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.